Hi, I'm Matt Kapko with RCR Wireless News. I'm here with Susan Schramm, Head of Marketing at Nokia Siemens Networks. What are you talking about at this year's show?
Well, we're here the first day of CTIA, and we're having a dialogue with our customers about how they can really take their network assets and differentiate by creating a unique experience for their customers. The industry's been talking about the word experience a long time, but what we strongly believe is there's a window of opportunity where service providers can leverage what they uniquely have in their assets, their network assets, their people, their business models, to create a relationship with their customers that is personal, intuitive, and differentiated. We've laid out a blueprint for how to do this that we call the Network of One, where we develop specific, pragmatic steps that carriers can take where every dollar they spend today actually builds towards the ability for them to have their customers feel a personal sense of being served in a unique way. And
Good.
It's exciting because this isn't just concepts, this is real tool sets and capabilities that we're deploying all over the world and here in North America.
Great. And are there news or announcements you're making at this year's show?
Yeah, well, the fun part about this is that we're talking about things that we've been planning for a long time that sort of all came together right when we need them. The big discussion, of course, in the industry is this tsunami of data that's affecting the user experience,
Yes.
right? Sometimes really badly.
Mm-hmm.
And what's interesting about it is the problem is not one piece. It's not an issue of devices or the network alone. It really has to be solved end to end. And so what we're talking here about, for instance, is how we've architected different releases that we have not only in today's 3G networks, but also in our commercially viable LTE platforms.
Good.
that allow you to essentially double the battery life of the device while you can have up to 63 times more capacity of the smart devices on your network through intelligent signaling. And so that's affecting the core, the access, planning for the devices. And it's really typical of the kind of ways Nokia Siemens Networks approaches a problem. We don't, because we really are playing in all different aspects of the network, when we see the problem, and we saw this a while ago, in fact, our architecture, you don't do architecture overnight when you see a problem. You know, you plan for this over time. And this is one of those examples where our products available today and being deployed into 4G are actually anticipating the kind of environment we see where smart devices affect the day-to-day lives and can be a wonderful opportunity for carriers to have a great experience relationship, but can also, you know, be a problem. So
Right.
These are the kind of pragmatic things we're doing. Now, on the data side, obviously, there's some specific challenges of managing all that data. So we're announcing some mobile backhaul with a open carry Ethernet application that can be deployed, is being deployed around the world and now in North America. So it's very simple to apply to today's installed networks. We're announcing an internet offload application that optimizes where the offload takes place, so that it actually is a smarter way in terms of using of offloading the traffic at different optimized points in the network.
Right.
We're announcing an energy efficient energy solution that's actually been nominated as a finalist in the CTIA emerging technologies in the green category. So there's a lot of stuff going on in
Great.
that sense.
Very good.
So that's just a piece of it. We're also talking about applications, specific ways that carriers can, whether those are fixed carriers evolving into the world of mobile, or whether those are mobile carriers, start thinking about their data about their customers and consolidating that. We lead the industry in subscriber data management, and so we have over 1 billion subscribers on our platform. And what we're doing is helping customers plan to bring all that information together. And then on the floor today, we're showing examples where you can actually personalize the pricing or personalize quality of service. So it's not just a marketing campaign. Those of us in marketing know the difference between a marketing campaign and actually having the network behave differently as a result of putting the customer in control.
Good.
So there's a lot of really tangible things our customers are able to talk about. It's not just concepts of things we're doing around the world.
Great. And where are you seeing the most interest? I mean, is this all kind of forming around a central theme, or where are you seeing the most interest from your customers, I guess? What do they want most?
You know, the interesting thing is that I think customers, clearly are struggling with how to be competitive, with over-the-top applications, how to ensure that they're relevant. And what we strongly believe is if you combine the over-the-top application with what the service provider uniquely has, which is a relationship with that customer that extends not only in terms of the information that flows across that network, but the actual behavior of that customer on their network.
Okay.
Wherever they go, they know more than they often leverage in terms of the information they can put together. We're finding that our customers are very interested in actually stepping up and using their assets in new ways, and we're helping do that in major tier carriers around the world and in North America.
Great.
The other thing we're finding is that they have to choose priorities. So when they look at their resources, how are they going to, what are they going to do versus what they can trust some of their partners to do?
Mm-hmm.
And so we might not be, you might not be aware of it, but we were the first service provider. We were the first vendor in North America to be trusted to actually manage the network of a service provider. And in fact, around the world, we're the second largest service provider by the number of managed networks that we support. And what that means is we're not simply approaching a problem as a vendor of stuff. We actually are humble enough to know what it takes to manage a network, the tools and processes and KPIs that need to be planned for, the multi-vendor environment for our services. And that translates into a problem-solving approach that I think Nokia Siemens Networks uniquely takes, which is a pretty pragmatic approach to solving a problem. We don't just look at one angle. We turn it and see, okay, if we were managing that, how would we plan for it? And that kind of pragmatic solutions is what our customers are really asking about.
Great. And I know Nokia Siemens Networks is well known around the world. In North America, what's your position there now, and what are you working on?
In North America, it's interesting because Nokia Siemens Networks, of course, we formed this combined company in 2007, and now our integration is way behind us. And now, really, what people don't always recognize is that we've continued to grow. We're whether it's in the radio side, where many people know about us in the mobile side, they don't always know that we're leading in LTE trials around the world. We have 8 customers right now working with our LTE on a commercial-grade platform. We have over 1 billion subscribers on our subscriber data management, and we lead in IMS and subscriber data management here in North America as well as around the world. We're a leader in 40G optical, and so we are in the Tier 1 carriers with 40G optical, and then we're providing that to the second-tier carriers in mobile backhaul. So I guess what's interesting about us is we are today in North America solving problems across fixed and mobile carriers, and we're doing it with solutions that are often innovated right here in North America and brought around the world, as well as bringing our experience around the world to the customer today. So
great.
It's we got a lot of momentum, and
Good.
I'd say that watch this space. We got a lot more to come.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. This is Matt Kapko with RCR Wireless News with Susan Schramm with Nokia Siemens Networks.